Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to do Exp25 Excel chapter 1 cumulative assessment training. Basically this is the first chapter or first assignment of the Excel section of this Pearson course. And in this video I will be doing this assignment step by step, and you can get your assignment done by watching this complete video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics and statistics. At start of the instruction, we are given project description. There is nothing to solve in this project description, but I suggest you to read this project description, because once you will go through this project description, this will be easy for you to understand this assignment and you will be able to solve this assignment on your own. So please go through it and get an idea about the assignment. Then we have main part of the assignment, that is steps to perform to complete this project. And we have a total of 26 steps to get this assignment done. And in this video, I will be doing each and every single question. I am not only going to solve the question, but I am going to make you learn the Excel and I will make you master of Excel. So if you want to do this assignment or if you want to learn the Excel, please just follow me. So now let's start doing the questions, starting from step number 1. Step number 1 of the assignment is saying start Excel, download and open the file named Exp25 Excel chapter 01 cumulative assessment training. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of file name. So now we are supposed to download this Excel workbook. I have already downloaded this one. We will apply all the instructions to this Excel workbook and we gonna make this Excel workbook in the final form for the submission. So step number 1 of the assignment is just about downloading of this Excel workbook. So there is nothing else to solve in step number 1. That's why we're going to do step number 2 now. Step number 2 of the assignment is saying your organization provides a discount to educators. However, the worksheet contains wording that needs to be changed to education. Use find and replace to find teacher and replace it with education. So now in step number 2, we are supposed to find the word teacher and we are supposed to replace this with the education. So we can do this easily. Just go to cell A1, then go to home tab. In home tab you can see the editing section and just go to this search bar and select replace. So first in find word box we are supposed to type teacher, because we are supposed to type teacher, and then we are supposed to replace this word teacher with education. So we will find teacher and we will replace this with education. So we will type education here. Then click on replace all. So Excel is telling us all done, we made 3 replacement. That means Excel found 3 teacher words and replaced them with the education. So that is all about step number 2. So we are done with second step. Now let's move to third step. And third step of the assignment is saying the worksheet contains spelling errors that needs to be corrected. Check the spelling of the worksheet and correct the errors. So now this worksheet has some errors. So we are supposed to remove those spelling errors. So for that purpose, just click in cell A1, go to review tab and click spelling. So now you can see this forecasting word is not correctly spread. Here we have forecasting. So we will change this to forecasting. Then analytics. So Excel is telling us spell check complete, you are good to go. So that's mean we are done with third step as well. Now we're going to do next step, that is step number 4. Step number 4 of the assignment is saying you cancel the charting basic workshop because only one person registered for it. Delete the row containing the charting basic workshop. So we have charting basic workshop at row 8. Because this row is not needed, because none of the attendees registered for this workshop. So we will remove this workshop from the worksheet. So select row 8, right click on that and select delete. So we have deleted the charting basic workshop. Now we are done with step number 4, and now we're going to do next step, that is step number 5. Step number 5 is saying the Excel analytics and forecasting training course failed and you opened another course. Insert a new row between the big data foundation and data mining rows. So we are supposed to add a new row to the worksheet between the data mining foundation row and the data mining and the big data foundation. Copy row 5 and paste it on the empty row. Change the dates to June 7, 2027 in the range C7 up to D7. Enter 11 in the cell G7 and 10 in H7. So first we will insert a new row between the big data foundation and the data mining rows. For this purpose, you will select row 7, right click on that and click insert tab. So here we got a new row between the data mining and big data foundation workshops. Now we are supposed to copy the row 5 and we will paste it on the empty row. So select row 5 and click copy. Then select row 7, that is the empty row, and click paste. Okay, and press the escape button. So we have pasted row 5 on the empty row 7. Now it is saying change the dates to June 7, 2027 in C7 and D7. This is C7. We will make it to June 7 and also make it to June 7, this one. Okay, so that is okay. Then we are supposed to enter 11 in cell G7. Select cell G7. Here remove 19 and type 11, and then we are supposed to type 10 in cell S7. So remove 6 and type 10 here. Okay, so that is all about step number 5. So we have completed 5 steps of this assignment so far, and now we're gonna do next step, that is step number 6. So step number 6 of the assignment is saying assigning a code to each workshop provides a reference number. You will use 06 to indicate the 6th month, June, and 001 for the first workshop. Type 06-001 in cell A5. Use autofill to complete the range A6 up to A10. So here we are supposed to type 06-001. Now we are supposed to use fill handle to complete the code for other workshop. So we got the codes for all the workshops, and that is all about step number 6. So we have completed 6 steps of this assignment, and now we're going to do next step, that is step number 7. Step number 7 is saying instead of displaying dates such as 1st of June 27, you want to display date as 6 to 2027. Format the dates in the range C5 up to D10 with the short date format, or the format is given here. And okay, so we will first select C5 up to D10. So we are supposed to format these dates into short date format. So for this purpose we will go to Home tab, and in number section you can either click this arrow and you can select this short date format, or other ways click this arrow and here you will select the format that is given in the instruction. This one is mentioned in the instruction, so we are supposed to apply this format. So click OK. So we have formatted the dates according to the instruction given in step number 7 of the assignment, that we are supposed to format the dates in column C and D to short dates. So we have applied the short date format to the both columns that have the dates. So now we're going to move to next step, that is step number 8. So step number 8 of the assignment is saying the worksheet contains columns for the start and end dates. It would be helpful to insert a column to display the number of days for each workshop. Insert a column to the right of end date column. Type number of days in cell E4. So end date column is column D, and we are supposed to insert a new column to the right of end date column. So to insert a column to the right of end date column, we will select column D and we will right click on that and we will click insert. So now you can see that we got a new column after the end date column, and here in cell E4 we are supposed to type number of days. So I will type number of days here. Okay, press enter. So we have gotten a new column after the end date column, and that column name is number of days. Okay, so that is all about step number 8. So we are done with 8 steps of this assignment so far, and now we're gonna do next step, that is step number 9, because we have completed 8 steps. So step number 9 is saying row 3 contains number of attendees and gross revenue main headings. Centering these headings over their respective subheading will help clarify the details. Merge and center the cells H3 and I3 and merge and center the range J3 up to L3. So first we will merge and center H3 up to I3, this one. So select H3 and I3, then go to Home tab and in Alignment section click this arrow and select Merge and Center. Okay, so after that we are supposed to select the range J3 up to L3 and again go to Home tab and in Alignment section apply Merge and Center. So we have applied Merge and Center these 2 cells and again these 3 cells. Okay, so that is all about step number 9. So we are done with 9 steps of this assignment, and we're gonna do next step, that is step number 10 now. Applying a cell style will improve the appearance of the heading on row 4. In addition, wrapping and centering the text in the heading cells will further improve the appearance of the worksheet. For the range A4 up to L4, apply good cell style. Wrap the text and center horizontally. So first we will select A4 up to L4. Okay, A4 up to L4. So we have selected the range A4 up to L4 is selected now, and we are supposed to apply good cell style, then wrap the text and center horizontally. So now first we will apply cell style. So to apply the cell style to this selected range, we will simply go to the Home tab. Now in Style section, you can see cell styles. So these are the different cell styles for the cells, but we are supposed to use good cell styles. So you can see goods sales style is here. So apply that one. Now we are supposed to apply wrap text. So for this purpose, again select A4 up to L4, go to the home tab, and in alignment section you can see this wrap text option. Click that one. So we have applied wrapping to this selected range. Now we are supposed to apply central horizontal alignment. So for this purpose, go to the home tab, and in alignment section you can see different alignment options like top line, middle align, then bottom line. So we are supposed to apply center align. So we will select this option that is for the center align. So we have applied the center alignment to this selected range. And that is all about step number 10. So we are done with 10 steps. Now let's do step number 11. Step number 11 is saying you are ready to calculate the number of days for the worksheet. In cell E5, enter a formula to calculate the number of days for the first workshop. So now in cell E5, we are supposed to calculate the number of days for the first workshop, that is Excel, analytics and forecasting. We can calculate that by adding 1 to the result to include the total number of days, including the start and end date. The result may be displayed in the date format. Copy the formula to the range. So we are supposed to calculate the number of days. The number of days can be calculated. First put or enter an equal sign. So we will subtract start date from the end date. Okay, and then it is saying add +1 to this one. So we got the number of days in column E. So we are subtracting start date from the end date, and then we are adding 1 to the results. Okay, then copy the formula to the range E6 up to E10. So we will simply use a fill handle to drag it down to copy the formula. So we got all the number of days. Okay, so we got all the number of days. Then it is saying in step number 12, the number of days results show dates rather than values. So you can see that number of days are showing the dates, but it should be values because this is the number of days. Applying the number format will solve this issue. Apply number format with 0 decimal places and center the result horizontally in the range E5 up to E10. So we will select E5 up to E10, and we are supposed to apply number format with 0 decimal places. So for this purpose, we will go to home tab, and in number section click this arrow. So from here date format is applied, but we are supposed to change this date format into number because we are going to apply number format to this. So select number format, then make the decimal places to 0 because the instruction is saying we are supposed to apply number format with 0 decimal places. So for click OK. So now we got the number of dates. So I think I made a mistake because I subtracted end date from the start date. I subtracted end date from the start date, but formula should be end date minus start date. So result will be corrected. Okay. So now you can see we got the correct number of days. So formula is we are subtracting start date, that is C5, from the end date. So formula will be D5 minus C5, and we are adding 1 to this. Okay. So that is all about step number 12. So now let's do step number 13. Step number 13 is saying the gross revenue is calculated by type of customer. Column J is designed to display the gross revenue for corporate customers. In cell J5, enter a formula to calculate the gross corporate revenue for the first workshop by multiplying the cost per attendee by the number of corporate attendees. Copy the formula to the range J6 up to J10. So now we are supposed to calculate the gross corporate revenue, and this can be calculated by multiplying the cost per attendee by the number of corporate attendees. So we will enter an equal sign, then we are supposed to multiply the cost per attendee. Cost per attendee is given in cell F5. You can see cost per attendee is given in cell F5. We will multiply this by the number of corporate attendees. Multiply this with the number of corporate attendees that is given in cell H5. Okay, so we will get the gross corporate revenue. Okay, then copy the formula down to the column to get the other gross corporate revenues. So I have solved 13 steps, and now let me do step number 14 for you. Column K is designed to display the gross revenue for education customers. So just like we calculated the gross corporate revenue, now we are supposed to calculate the gross education revenue. So that can be calculated. It is saying in cell K5, enter a formula to calculate the gross education revenue by subtracting the education discount rate from 1. Type an equal sign, and we are supposed to subtract the education discount rate from 1. So 1 minus education discount rate, and education discount rate is given in column G in cell G5. So we are subtracting education discount rate from 1. So 1 minus education discount rate, that is G5. Okay, then multiply the result by cost per attendee and multiplying the number of education attendees. So we will multiply the result with cost per attendees, that is given in cell F5. Okay, and multiplying by the number of education attendees, and multiplying by the number of education attendees that is given in cell I5. So we will get the result, that is 6,216. So now we are supposed to copy the formula down. Okay, so that is all about step number 14. So in this video I have solved 14 steps for you. That is half of the assignment that I have solved for you. But if you want me to do this complete assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments, then you can contact me and you can hire me either through WhatsApp or email. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please reach me out through WhatsApp or email showing at the bottom of the screen. I will produce A grade for you in your courses. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another useful solution. Thank you so much again.